Not William Davis says, without that Saudi money, why haven't they tried to get The Rock to go over? They can definitely afford him, right? They can afford him, but they can't necessarily afford to pay him more than he is making in his movie career. And I think part of it is like, I don't know if The Rock wants the optics of going to Saudi Arabia.
That's
Plus,
the
he's
thing.
a busy man. And for him to do
Yeah.
a match and like put himself at risk like that, I think it's going to take something really, really big. And like,
Yeah.
The Rock is very concerned about his image. Like, The Rock has talked about a
Well, this is
presidency
it.
run, and like,
Exactly.
I
The
feel like
Rock
that might
cares too
happen.
much.
As
Yeah,
much as
so
I
do
don't,
I.
I don't want another celebrity president, but this one would at least be better than the past couple
Yeah.
that we've had. So, it's, I mean, if The Rock is trying to run for president, there's no way that he can like
Mm-mm.
be seen supporting
Yeah,
that
to
kind of
support
thing.
in this kind of
It's,
stuff. Like, well, that's it. He's lost a huge demographic of the population by doing something like that.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think he's just, The Rock is so switched on to stuff. And like you say, he's just busy, man. Like, I bet you, like, they probably tried it. In fact, I guarantee he was probably one of the first people they wanted over. Like, probably more than The Undertaker, I would say.
Uh-huh.
And then the fact that he's like, he's in movies, he's loving being a dad, he's got his
Mm-hmm.
tequila, he's got all this going on. He just doesn't have the time to get in ring shape. Like, I mean, he is always in ring shape, but do you know what I mean? Like, shake off any sort of ring rust, get training again, doing all this kind of stuff against God knows who, because it would have to be somebody younger now. Because look, like we mentioned,
Because
all the
there's
old kind
nobody
of
else
guys.
left.
Exactly. So who's the,
I guess
like?
you
You know
could
what I
do like
mean?
Rock versus Edge or something, but
Yeah, but Edge can go, man. I
yeah.
think he would put Rock through his
Well, I
paces.
think it would be really
So,
good. I just like, I mean, I don't want to see it there, but also like if you think about like Saudi can definitely pay people lots of money, right? Like I don't know how much they paid Goldberg every time he comes over, like $3 million or something, right? Like I'm just throwing numbers out there, which are just
mhm.
astronomical to me, but I think that probably is like around it.
Yeah,
Like say you're getting
probably.
even $3 million to do this one match in Saudi, like The Rock is gonna make more than that doing movies,
Oh my God, yeah.
you
The Rock
know?
makes more than that by lunchtime, I
Yeah.
think, just in all his endorsements. So he's probably just like cool, like, he doesn't need it. And the thing is, there's too much behind it. Whereas something like The Rock coming back at like a Rumble or a Mania, or something that's more synonymous with him. Because let's face it, this he's got no like hold over there. Why would he want to then be like, cool, that's my new thing where I came back.
Yeah.
Everyone remember that. The Rock is too clued up for that.
Oh
Like
yeah,
he
he's
wouldn't
smart.
do that. He
He's
wouldn't
really
do that.
smart. And I know that like the recent reports are saying that like don't get your hopes up for Rock and Roman at WrestleMania this year. Like if it's going to happen, it's going to be later just because of his movie schedule and because of
Hmm.
everything. Like I'm really trying to temper my expectations because I
Yeah.
want The Rock versus Roman, right? Like
Oh
I
my
think
God,
that
yeah.
that would be incredible. I think it would be brilliant. I think it'd be amazing. I want it so badly. I feel it
Hmm.
in my veins, right?
Yeah,
But
totally.
I don't know that it's actually going to ever happen logistically. So I don't want to be like, I'm not trying to be like party pooper, but it's also just like, I don't know if it'll be possible, which is a bummer because I would love for it to
Potentially
happen.
not this year, but I think this is the thing. If you can like filter something like that in, by then I think it's a really long time. Like, when I say this year, sorry, I mean this Mania.
Yeah.
Like, it could potentially be like another pay-per-view down the line. I don't know. Like, it could, after that, it's just kind of working into a schedule because I don't
Mm-hmm.
think next Mania it would have the same appeal
You'd
because
have to draw it out so long.
well, this is it, and I think we'll get to a point where we're like, right, okay, we're kind of wanting this to end.
Because you
Like,
can't just like have Roman be champion indefinitely waiting for that to happen. You have to have another plan. Like if it's not going to
exactly,
happen and something else comes along, things need to change and evolve with that.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Totally, and we're already seeing cracks in that kind of whole storyline, like with Heyman and Brock Lesnar and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. We're seeing the cracks, so it's to me that says, right, we're now starting to progress onto the next chapter of whatever this is going to be.